Tanzania in East Africa. This is a country that still holds vast tracts of undeveloped wilderness, populated by the largest land animals on Earth and some of the deadliest. I'm telling you what, I cannot believe it took me 50 years to get here. I've followed trails of all kinds, pursuing wild game through our country's wildest places. These are my stories.
There he's down.
These are my people. I'm Stephen Rinella, and this is MeatEater.
It's a hell of a view.
It really is. Miles and miles of bloody Africa, as we say.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you call those openings? Like the Miombo is the whole forest.
Miombo's the forest. The openings are called mbuga.
So this is all like, we'll hunt this stuff.
Everything you can see.
Dude, just the density of the forest is so surprising.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
I'm like a real victim of like the nature movies.
Everyone is. Everyone is. Like everyone just thinks the Serengeti
movies.
is like what Africa looks like. And yes, some of it does. But this ecosystem is so overlooked in terms of like what people perceive Africa to be like.
Yeah.
And there's so much game here, it's just not obvious, and it's not concentrated in its thousands like it is in that volcanic soil up north that produces those short grass plains.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying about the importance of using trackers in this, because it's just way different than that open stuff.
For the most part, without trackers, you'd be toast here, because you could wander around in this Miombo for days.
And there's lions out here where we're looking.
For sure. I mean, within what we can see here, I guarantee there's a pride of lions somewhere.
Really?
Same with buffalo. I guarantee you there's buffalo somewhere in this little system here in front of us. I mean, leopards for sure working these escarpments. There'll be eland down here, sable, roan, topi, hartebeest.
Hyenas, baboons.
For sure, baboons for sure, elephants for sure.
Hippos and crocodiles.
Loaded with them,
Really?
Loaded with them, yeah.
Damn, man. That's exciting, man.
Now, I'll be totally honest here. I used to dismiss African safari hunting as a rich guy's game, something for people who wanted to make someone else do all the work that, to me, makes hunting so rewarding. But as I've gotten older and more open-minded, I started to worry that I was missing out on some wild discoveries. And I asked myself, are you seriously gonna write off an entire continent without actually knowing anything about it?
Hooks on these dudes, man.
Yeah. Interesting how the cattle breeds vary across regions of Tanzania, huh?
And just as I got to thinking about all that, I lucked into meeting this guy, Morgan Potter, an Australian-born professional hunter who works for Robin Hurt Safaris in Tanzania. After a couple hours of hearing his stories about leopard attacks, Cape buffalo charges, and crazy wild game preparations that I'd never even considered, my old perspective was thoroughly dead. I knew right then I wanted to, I had to make the trip. So finally, here I am, hunting with Morgan Potter in the Luganzo Game Reserve of Western Tanzania.
The game reserve that we're going on to is a couple of million acres.
Yeah.
So it's the size of Yellowstone National Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And there's very little human habitation on that.
There's none. In the game reserve proper, there's no human habitation allowed.
Luganzo is a mix of deep jungle-like valleys that remind you of a Vietnam movie and uplands that are covered by dense deciduous forests that looks at a glance weirdly similar to where I grew up in western Michigan.
Like a leaf-covered ground is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it can be tough to stalk in here because it's crunchy. You make noise in this place.
It stands in stark contrast to the open plains of the much more well-known and more celebrated Serengeti, which sits some 250 miles northeast of here. But the variety of game in this area is no less staggering, though it is much less visible. I came with the intention of focusing my efforts on Cape buffalo and get a good look now because, fair warning, Cape buffalo do not like to be seen. They are emblematic of the African hunting experience. Big, dangerous, good to eat, and hands down the favorite quarry of Morgan and his trackers. As well, if it worked out, I was excited about getting a chance at a warthog.
Wow, what a cool animal. Aren't they beautiful? That is so cool. Not a shooter, but cool to see.
Because they're the tuskiest, craziest hog on the planet, and I love hogs. But Morgan has told me again and again to keep an open mind because Luganzo has a way of surprising you with opportunities that you won't want to pass up. But first, of course, we need to make sure we're ready for action.
Okay, so 375 H&H. Not a huge America gun.
No, huge Africa gun though.
Yeah.
It's universal, so you can shoot all the plains game, especially the sable, roan, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it hits hard enough for buffalo too, especially with 300 grain bullets. So this is gonna be your game time ammo.
Okay.
300 grain Swift A-frame softs.
Yep.
300 grain Hornady DGS solids.
Okay.
For buffalo, we'll run solids and softs. So a soft for the first shot and solids for the remainder of the magazine.
So in a perfect world, like your first shot is always gonna be a good shot that you can call, but then anything else from there is just what you can get.
Exactly. It's very uncommon that they'll drop right there.
Yeah. You like shoot till it's down.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If he's still standing, keep shooting. If you have to reload, reload and keep shooting.
Yeah. I remember you telling me a story about a guy that shot and you said, shoot.
Give him another one.
Shoot. And he
His
even
first
pointed
shot.
out to you that the first one was fine, and then you said you never saw that thing again.
Yeah, absolutely. You never know what happens at that sort of level, right, with the buffalo. You never know where that shot's hit. It's always important to get a follow-up shot in there as quick as you can.
Got it. I get the impression in Africa, shooting's a lot closer.
Absolutely. So the terrain here really lends itself to getting close.
Yep.
For buffalo, it's very uncommon to shoot over 100 yards. And in general, the game here, you have to really play the wind and work hard, but getting close is possible, something we aim to do.
Looking around, there's so much grass and understory. You're never gonna lay down and shoot.
Never. It's so rare. That's why we use these sticks. The tripod is key. When we're ready to shoot, we'll be kind of moving along, and I'll throw up the sticks like this. So that'll be 12 o'clock to where the animal is.
Got it.
So if you're kind of, looking in the thick cover and it's dense and you're not seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, just kind of line up with that stick and it'll be somewhere right there.
Yep.
Yep, that'll work.
That's a heavy slug.
Yep.
What are these?
475 number 2, 500 grain solids.
Huh. And that's for when hits the fan.
Big time.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Let's give it a go.
This episode is brought to you by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram.
So we're going to start seriously looking for tracks. The guys will be looking either side of the car here for where buffalo have crossed. And once we find tracks, we'll make a stop and kind of assess that.
When you're cruising along and they're looking for tracks, are they looking down?
Yeah, they're looking
right in the road
here.
bed,
Yeah.
or are they looking out?
Bit of both. They'll be looking out, but also even through this tall grass, they'll be able to see if a big animal like a buffalo's pushed through there, and they'll call a stop. But yeah, if there's something in front,
they pick up stuff you just don't see?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, if you're surprised that we'd be in a 2 million acre wilderness with no permanent human residence and then come across some dudes pushing bikes loaded with jugs and camping gear, well, so was I. But these are wild honey hunters. Their season is coming to an end and they're hauling out gallons of pure honey. Our game ranger checks their honey permits.
He said that there's fresh buffalo tracks and dung just up here, and that he's seen buffalo. There's a little mbuga coming up, and that he's seen buffalo in there.
If you're confused, don't worry. I'll better explain the ranger and the honey guys later.
All their paperwork's straight, so they're good to go. Asante?
I mentioned before that Morgan is what's known as a professional hunter, or PH. In the US, you might call him a big game guide. But the job of a PH carries a lot more weight than your average American hunting guide.
Buffalo done there.
Naturally, your safety and success are in their hands, but a PH also needs to function as a sort of liaison between you and the continent.
Hapana. Siokundi. Wangapi.
Morgan is fluent in Kiswahili, which ain't an easy thing to learn. So he's both my language interpreter and cultural interpreter. And he's also my wildlife interpreter. He knows what bird is what tree is what's good to eat, what's dangerous to touch. When dealing with a guy like me, who has a lot of questions, that is a full-time job.
That's a bull track.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So is he on its path now?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah. They have no trouble finding them in this type of stuff.
But perhaps the most crucial role of Morgan's is to bridge the gap between me, basically an idiot on anything to do with Africa, and his trackers, who are the absolute geniuses of the African bush.
One of the things that endeared me to Morgan when I met him was his admiration for the trackers.
We'll interface with 4 or 5 different trackers on our trip, but the 2 most senior trackers are Eliamane and Selamane. Both of them former poachers who got caught and were turned, so to speak, to more legal versions of the lifestyle. The tracker's job is to read sign, tracks, trails, scat, anything that tells the story of what passed through an area, when it passed through, and where it's headed. These guys are pure, true hunters, and Morgan's relationship with them isn't boss-employee. They are peers. They are collaborators.
So sometimes you can kind of use the tick birds, the oxpeckers. If you're watching them and you see them kind of fly over that way, then that's an indication that the buffalo have gone that way too.
It's legitimately frustrating to me that I can't adequately express how impressive these trackers are.
You know, Morgan's told me that, like, for a guy like him who's not from here, like, you can't catch them. You can't get as good as they are. Like, you'll never get there.
It's just, I don't care how good in the woods you are, you ain't like these guys. As Morgan put it, it's not that you don't see what they see, it's that you can't see what they see.
Like, most people will be able to come tell that something crossed the road, but he's moving the track like if he was tracking in snow, is how fast he's moving the track.
So it's a small herd, it looks like. A few bulls, a few cows. But I think if we continue a little bit, we'll get more information on the road.
Yeah, you could hide a lot in this grass, man.
You sure can. Wounded buffalo in this grass is a nightmare too.
It's the early part of the dry season. The grass has grown thick and it's turning hard. Not only does the thickness of the grass make it hard to see, it also inhibits growth of the young shoots that nourish wildlife. Fortunately, there's an ancient solution that's good for hunting, the wildlife, and the environment all at once.
This will help us a lot. Burning this now, we come back in 2-3 days, and this will be a very different environment to hunt in. Even just clearing out this brush, we'll see the tracks all that much better on the ash.
Lighting these controlled burns is an important part of this process, and not just because of improved visibility. Burning the old dead grass allows new vegetation to thrive, giving wildlife greater access to food, and it burns off without doing any damage to the trees. Also, and I'm comfortable admitting this, it appeals to the primal pyromaniac that lives deep within us.
That truck gonna burn up?
I hope not.
Are they trying to beat it back?
Yeah.
And while there's no danger of the fires spreading out of control, they're slow and low intensity. You do gotta make sure that you don't, say, light a bunch of fires and then get your truck stuck.
And that's how you destroy a Land Cruiser, is light a bunch of fires, then get yourself stuck. That happens in this country at least once a season.
I know the morning plan, go out, try to catch them coming from water, doing their night moves. What's the, like, when you get in the afternoon, are you scouting for tomorrow? Like, what are you doing?
Combination of both. So there's still tracks that could be viable. If we find some good tracks now, it could well be worth a follow.
Got it.
If we see them and we're like, okay, there's some buffalo hanging out in this area, that'll be a zone we'll want to come back to and check tomorrow to look for. And then in the evening, as the afternoon progresses, those buffalo will start to pick up and head back towards water.
Got it.
And at water and prime feeding.
But it's not too late. If you get a really fresh track, you can still go after them in the
absolutely.
afternoon.
We could cut their tracks right now that are steaming fresh and go and get on those ones. And then there's always the chance that we just see some from the vehicle too.
Oh, I was going to ask you that. So sometimes you'll bump.
Absolutely. You'll bump into them in the truck for sure. And they'll usually take off, but then if you give them some time to calm down, that can be worth a follow too.
Some buffalo tracks here. Oh? Yeah, it's a herd from this morning or last night. Realistically, probably too old to follow, but a good piece of intel.
Ask Elimane what he saw, like what specifically caught his eye.
Uliona nini? Nyayo au mavi? Okay. Sawa. Yeah, yeah, he saw basically in geogs, like a way, like a path that they'd made through the grass. He saw that. He saw the freshly trodden grass.
Got it.
And that was kind of what gave it away.
Got it.
One of the billion ways that Africa differs from the United States is that here you can hunt for a huge variety of game all at once. In the US, you're typically hunting for one big game animal at a time. You got a white-tailed deer tag or an elk tag or whatever, and that's what you're after. Here, though, what you got is a license that allows the harvest of a whole host of species. You could feasibly kill a dozen big game animals depending on the total harvest quota of the hunting area and, of course, your budget. As I mentioned earlier, I'm primarily looking for a Cape buffalo with a warthog on the side. And with buffalo being a real challenge, that's where we're focusing our efforts.
Like 4 bulls.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This morning. Yeah.
But we're prepared for a circumstance where we might get after something totally unexpected.
That's a nice sable bull, Steve. That's a good one.
High on Morgan's optional list is a type of antelope called a sable. They're gorgeous with huge sweeping horns and prized flesh. But he's not going to let us kill any sable except the oldest, maturest bull we can find.
Oh, he's not old enough, eh? He's a nice bull. He looks good from the front. He's got good bases, good mass, but he's not a big enough one to shoot. He's just a bit young, I can tell from the way his horn shape is.
He's like a giant.
He's a really beautiful. He's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just think we can do better.
Yeah, once he turned his head, I was like, he's enormous.
They're one of those animals, though. They're hard to judge from the front.
Are you looking at like how far they come back?
Yeah, and the shape of them. Like they've got some like a D shape to them, or they're just kind of a bit straight.
Oh, you like it to hook back down?
Yeah, I want it to like really lay back over their withers there.
Dude, these burned areas, man.
I'm telling you.
They suck them in.
I'm telling you. It's a magnet for game.
Despite all of the potential opportunity for game, it ain't no free-for-all. Regulations are complex and thorough. Leopards require a commitment of a 14-day safari. Lions, a 21-day safari. Giraffes are totally protected. You can't shoot from or near a vehicle. You can't set up ambushes at watering holes. No night hunting or hunting with artificial lights. Legal shooting hours end before dark. only male animals can be harvested.
A couple of the tracks that I saw back there looked pretty good as far as being a bigger bull. What you're looking for there is, as they age, they were obviously walking around, kicking through all this stuff, kicking through rocks. They kind of smooth off the tips of their hooves.
Got it.
So you get a more rounded track. Sometimes it'll look like, a small dinner plate, like perfectly round.
Yeah.
So if we see that, it's indicative of an older bull, something that's probably worth following.
And here's an odd one. Camouflage clothing is forbidden. Here, on a continent that struggles with civil wars and insurgencies, you don't dress up in anything that looks military. To make sure these rules are followed and to keep an eye out for ivory and bushmeat poachers, we have a ranger or an AK-wielding game warden, ours goes by the name of Cha-Cha, with us at all times. That's a rule.
The game warden gets out and likes to track.
Yeah, some of them like to get involved, which is good. I like it. Some of them have got some skills too.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Spend enough time in the bush with trackers that they pick up a little bit here and there.
Wanaangalia nyayo au twende huko ziwani tuangalie, maana na huko pia tufanye kama tunakagua.
Ngoja kidogo, twende na miguu. We're gonna go for a walk.
We're bringing the irons.
Bring in the irons. These valleys are a super productive spot for buffalo. It just needs a good burn. Sawa, lakini wanaweza kupenya kufika hapa. We've kind of run out of good buffalo habitat here. Man, I thought there'd be more fresh tracks in there. A lot of tracks, but they're all old. Get some fires going.
I wouldn't mind striking a few.
Yeah, do it.
Don't tell the guys I did it this way. Oh, jeez. He's got to show me the technique.
Muonesha kufanya. Or sometimes. You can dream it, you can do it, buddy. Yes, sir.
Whoa!
That one's taking right off.
This show is brought to you by Can Am. It's rare to find something that works this hard and still delivers that much fun. When it comes to wheels, this is my favorite way to explore the backcountry.
Sawa. Yep, this is it, boys. There's a sable right there. Yeah. Is that a keeper? I can't tell. I mean, it looks very nice from here, but I can't tell. I need to see him sideways. Pardon. Se ocupa. No, he's not big enough. Idea. Come on.
It was mind-boggling to me that the sable was not up to Morgan's standards. It looked huge. Black hair, arcing horns, the works. But admittedly, I have no actual frame of reference. I just have to trust Morgan's judgment. Though I'm starting to suspect he might be a little picky.
Oh, yeah. Roan antelope.
Fortunately, we soon run into something that gets Morgan very excited.
You see him? Like, see out here, there's these tan-colored things?
Yeah, it's all looking.
Yeah, roan antelope.
Oh, those are roans?
Yep.
We hadn't seen those yet.
There's tons of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
That's awesome. I guarantee there was a nice bull in that herd. It was just a shame they were all still in that thick stuff there. But they're beautiful animals, huh?
How many do you think were in that group?
Oh, it's hard to say, but I saw at least 15 or so running through that opening over there.
Yeah, you know what? Even when you guys put your binoculars down and we're talking, I saw another
They were
one.
still squirting out there. Wow.
Bit of activity tonight.
Yeah, really.
And this is a great area. The burns here have done their job.
That's roan.
That's a cow?
I think it's a young male. I can't judge it from the front, but it doesn't look bad. It looks quite heavy in the horns. The body just looks young to me, but I could be wrong. When he turns his head, I can say for sure. Son, that's a nice roan. That's a good one. You down?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's still there. Have you got in the way or have you got a shot? I got a lot of grass. Okay, don't worry about the grass. I'm good if you're good. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Just wait, just let's move a little bit. This dirt funny. You hit him well.
Yeah.
Reload, reload. Shoot him again if you can. Yeah. Nzuri sana. Safi kabisa. Good shooting, Steve. Good shooting.
Did I put him down?
Yeah, yeah. I think he's toasted.
You're pretty good with those sticks, man.
Yeah.
Done that a time or two.
Nzuri sana. Safi kabisa bwana. Safi kabisa bwana. Sana. Steve, well done. Beautiful roan.
That's a good one.
That is a magnificent roan.
Oh, that's a serious animal.
That's
right
a
there.
serious animal. Old roan. That's something out of the ordinary, Steve. Not a lot of first-time safari guys get one of these.
Is that right?
This is a highly sought-after species. I mean, you've got this beautiful coat.
Oh, that's amazing.
Isn't it impressive?
Man, look at the ears.
The ears. I love the ears. They're very difficult to, I mean, we did a great job with that stalk. They're very difficult to approach. Got really good eyesight, and you can see great hearing from the size of those ears.
Well, helps see
They're
him
just
from, helps see
sensitive.
him from very far away.
That's right. Yeah, he didn't know what he was looking at. And when you see them from far, it's hard to estimate their size. But when you get up on one, you see how bulky they are.
Oh yeah, it's like just like a unusual body shape, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
It's like
Yeah, they're built like a horse.
sit tall.
Yeah, they're very tall, and they're very tall in the front end too, and they have
he'd
that
be like-
strut.
He'd be like right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a sizable animal.
That is a sizable animal. Oh, he's fantastic. You really couldn't ask for better. What a beauty.
Standing here, the African sun setting, grass fires burning on the horizon, lion pug marks splayed out in the sand, a strange and gorgeous animal waiting to be skinned and butchered. It all seems otherworldly. I am a long, long way from home. And here's the thing, this adventure is barely getting started.